Hello students, today I am going to discuss about algae. This video includes two topics of algae. One is general characters of it and the other one is economic importance of it. Okay. So let us first discuss the general characteristics of algae. Then after that we will discuss about economic importance. So, the term algae was first introduced by Linnaeus in 1753. Okay, algae is a Latin word, means seaweeds. It is an important group of Thallophyta. Okay, it's a Greek word. Thallos means sprout, phyton means a plant. Thallophyta actually वो ऐसे ऑर्गेनिज्म को कंप्राइज करता है कि जिसमें जो उनकी बॉडी जो है वो थैलस लाइक होती है. Like that body does not contain true roots, leaf and stem. Okay. So Thallophyta is the primitive and simplest division of the plant kingdom. The orderly systematic study of algae is called phycology or algology. This Greek word phycos means seaweeds, logos means study. So what are algae? Algae are chlorophyll containing primitive plants, both prokaryotic and eukaryotic, with wide range of thalli, starting from unicellular to the multicellular organization. Algae are autotrophic. जैसे कि मैंने बोला कि it is chlorophyll containing plant. Okay. So they can manufacture their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Their main reserve food material is starch. Occurrence. The algae are ubiquitous in distribution, means वो हमें कहीं पे भी survive करते हुए मिलेंगे. It present everywhere, from deepest ocean to the highest peak of world. They are found in fresh water as well as in marine water, on soil, on rock, as epiphytes or parasites on plants and animals. They are also found in hot springs, in desert, on permanent snowfields, etc. But they mainly dwell in aquatic environments. Means जो algae होते हैं वो कहीं भी survive कर सकते हैं. Clear? Now, thallus organization. Let's see the thallus organization of the alga. In unicellular form, the examples are Chlamydomonas and Chlorella. In unicellular form, algae is made up of only one cell, means the body represents only one cell. In multicellular form, Chara is example of multicellular form. Volvox is the example of colonial form. The cells of Volvox make a colonial structure. Palmeloid. In palmeloid structure, vegetative cells surrounded by the mucilaginous matrix, like in Tetraspora. In dendroid, colony appear like a microscopic structure. The example is Ekbalocystis. Okay, in filamentous algae, the body is made up of filament-like structure. Examples are Cladophora, Ectocarpus, Polysifonia, etc. Typhonous type of algae is Vaucaria. The body is aseptate and choanocytic. Chara and Laminaria is the example of parenchymatous algae. So here you can see the structure of algae: unicellular motile algae, unicellular non-motile algae, colonial algae, and unbranched filaments. So cell wall of algal cell is made up of cellulose, क्योंकि वो plant group में include होता है. It contain chlorophyll also, so it is grouped in plant kingdom. Sometimes it contains hemicellulose also. Contains chloroplast, hence they are autotrophic. In addition to chlorophyll, It also contains a variety of pigments such as phycocyanin, phycoerythrin, fucoxanthin, carotene and xanthophyll. Okay, so ये जो पिगमेंट है वो उसके कलर को भी रिप्रेजेंट करता है. लाइक इन phycoerythrin, the alga are colored in alga are in red color. Okay, and whereas brown algae have the fucoxanthin and xanthophyll also. Okay, so वो एक ग्रुप को रिप्रेजेंट करता है, लाइक rhodophyceae, then phaeophyceae. Okay, chloroplast is of different shapes. You can see in alga, like in this particular slide, you can see the different shapes of algal chloroplast. Like first figure is cup-shaped chloroplast in Chlamydomonas, then discoid-shaped in Vaucaria, then C-shaped in Ulothrix, then ribbed-shaped in Volvox, then reticular-shaped in Cladophora, then spiral-shaped in Spirogyra, then star-shaped in or stellate-shaped in Zygnema. Okay. So let's say the reproduction. All type of reproduction like vegetative reproduction, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction are occurring alga. So let's say the vegetative reproduction. So in vegetative reproduction, it is done by two types. Like in algae, it is like fragmentation and fission. So let's say the fragmentation. So in fragmentation, it is only or most of done in filamentous algae. So in that, the filament of alga breaks into the fragments by accidentally. Okay, each and every fragment after that detachment, it grows into the new plant or new filament. Okay, so that is known as fragmentation. It is the most common vegetative reproduction method. It is done during generally favorable conditions. Second one is fission. The fission affected by cell division means generally mitosis is done in that fission. Okay. So asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is done by formation of various type of spores. Okay, like zoospores, which is flagellated and motile, a planospore, which is thin-walled and non-motile, a kinate, which is thick-walled and non-motile, endospores, chlamydospores, and carpospores. So algae produce this different type of spores during asexual reproduction. Then sexual reproduction. So under unfavorable condition is there also. Algae reproduce sexually. Sexual reproduction generally takes place by fusion of two gametes. Okay, one is male gamete, the other one is female gamete. एक जो होता है वो मेल गैमेट होता है, दूसरा जो होता है वो फीमेल गैमेट होता है. दोनों गैमेट गैमेटेंशिया लाइक स्ट्रक्चर में प्रोड्यूस होते हैं. Okay, they both are produced in different gametegia. The fusion of two gametes is done by three methods: isogamous type, physiologically anisogamous type, and oogamous type. So, in isogamous type, gametes are flagellated and similar in size. In physiologically anisogamous type, fusion of two gametes dissimilar in size. In oogamous type, fusion between one large non-motile female gamete and a smaller motile male gamete is termed as oogamous type of sexual reproduction. Okay. Then the life cycle. Algae exhibit haplontic life cycle or diplontic life cycle, haplodiplontic life cycle, haplobiontic life cycle, and diplobiontic life cycle. Okay. तो उसके जो लाइफ साइकिल पैटर्न है उसमें भी इतना वेरिएशन है अलग अलग ग्रुप के हिसाब से. So here the topic 1 general characteristics is completed. So let us discuss about the second topic of this video, that is economic importance of alga. So generally coastal areas जो होते हैं वहाँ पे जो algae मिलती है वो algae यूजफुल होती है डिफरेंट डिफरेंट पर्पस के लिए और वो यूज भी वहाँ के पीपल जो है वो करते हैं. So generally alga are used for making of cosmetics, in nutraceuticals, pharmaceuticals, vitamins, as a food, as a fertilizer, as animal feed, for making of feedstock, for making of bioplastics, for making of biofuel also. So these are the various uses of algae. Okay, but in your syllabus, you have to study about main three type of economic importance. One is algae as food, algae as fodder, and algae as fertilizer. So let us discuss about the first one, that is algae as food. Algae species are used as food in several countries and in several forms from many years. Okay, because it is the main resource, or it has many rich supplements, like they have proteins, vitamins like A, B, C, and E. They have lipids and minerals also. So the nutritive value of algae is very good. So it is used as a food. Species like Laminaria is the important edible brown seaweed in Japan. Okay, the food item kombu is prepared from it. That kombu powder is used for soup and sauces. Onori from Monostroma, Asakusa nori from Porphyra. Okay, it is made from Porphyra. 100 gram of Porphyra has 11.4 gram water, 35.9 gram of protein, 0.7 gram lipid, 44.3 gram carbohydrate, 8 gram ash. Also have vitamin C and B and niacin. Okay. The other algae, nostoc, is used as food material in South America. Red algae, chondrus, is used as food generally in North America and Western Europe. Black mantis is made from it. Dried powder of it cooked with milk and fruit. Okay, the other algae, chlorella, the salient features of it is that the cell of that algae is rich in protein and vitamin content. It has single cell protein. Okay. It has 30% protein, 15% lipid, 30% carbohydrate, and 5% of minerals. Okay. These algae, chlorella, contain all type of amino acids that known to be essential for the nutrition of human beings as well as animals. Okay. Due to this, because it has nutritive value, astronauts use these algae as food in space. Blue-green algae, Spirulina, contains more than of 60% protein, so it is used as food. So the other topic is algae as food. The seaweeds as fodder have been widely used in Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Scotland, America, China, and New Zealand. Okay, so in many countries, factories for the processing of these seaweeds into suitable cattle feed are established. Okay. So other usefulness is that eggs from hens, which are fed on seaweed meal, which is made from palvate algae, have an increased iodine content. That egg have increased the iodine content, which are the hence is fed on seaweed meal. While increased butter fat content of milk is reported from cattle whose diet is supplemented with the seaweed meal. Okay. Then macrophosphorus algae is used as source of vitamin A and E. Alga has 10 times more cobalt than grasses. Hence, it is used as cobalt source from cattle feed. The last point is that algae is fertilizer. Okay. So generally in coastal area of the United States, parts of Britain and northwestern France, seaweed used as a fertilizer due to its high potassium content, as the potassium content is very useful ingredient for the plant growth. Okay. Growth of these algae adds nutrients to the soil. Not only that, but it also increasing the water holding capacity of soil. So the other aspect is that blue-green algae are treated as biofertilizer from olden days. Nostoc, Oscillatoria, Cystonema, Spirulina, etc. are used as fertilizers to the rice fields. All these algae fix the atmospheric nitrogen to the soil. Okay. The other algae like Turbinaria is grown around the palm trees in India. Okay. So here the second topic is also completed. Okay. So in my next lecture, I will discuss about the life history of Pyrogyra. Okay. Thank you.